Well, welcome back to Smart Family. I'm Daphne Monroe. You know, Valentine's Day is around the corner, so now it's time to talk about relationships this afternoon. And with Valentine's Day, I love this quote by Alison Armstrong. It's from understandingmen.com. It says, "The holiday for a lot of women is like putting a gun to your man's head and saying, 'Show me how much you love me or else.'" Can you believe that? That's great. Leah actually emailed that quote to us. I have to say, I'm sure a lot of men out there feel that way because a lot of women, and I'm just only talking in general terms, of course, have these delusions of grandeur that Valentine's Day is supposed to be the most perfect romantic day. So let me start out with this statement, Leah. First of all, thank you for coming on the show. I absolutely dislike Valentine's Day. And that is one of the reasons why I dislike is because of those expectations.
It's not fair. Mm-hmm. Women put such an emphasis on this day. It's one day. The candy companies and the card companies and the flower companies seem to be making out, but it puts a lot of pressure and stress on the man in the relationship.
Right, right. So what's your advice when it comes to how we should treat Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day is just another day. Why not make it Valentine's Day every day? Why not every day of the week?
Oh, I kind of like that.
Yes. Well, why one day of the year?
Right, exactly. So how can we go about doing that? I mean, not necessarily every day, because I think I would get really tired if my husband brought home flowers and candy like every single day and was romantic, because I'm not much of a romancer. We all know that.
Well, it's not people put emphasis on the gifts. It's really the thought behind and really appreciating your loved one, your spouse, your significant other. We tend to put the wrong emphasis on the holiday itself when it should be on the person. And we don't tend to appreciate who they are or what they bring to the table.
Okay, so one of the things that you had told me was that we need to understand how men give their love, or things that they do that are loving for us.
Right. My grandmother always said, judge a man by his actions. If he's painting the garage or he's doing something, getting your car detailed, oh my gosh, that is just as important. And I love it more than flowers that are going to die in a couple of days anyway.
Right. Boy, you just made me start to go down this road. You're like, appreciate a man for his actions. I'm like, what about if he had like a beautiful six-pack? I'd appreciate that instead. I'm just teasing you. But yes, so know how your mate or your partner gives and be appreciative of it.
Exactly. And some men are a little shy, and the way they express their love is doing nice little things around the house. Fixing something, doing something that you wanted them to do, and they'll just take the time out of their day and they'll do it.
Right. Well, that's one of the things that I've learned in a marriage is that guys do weird things, like even for them, like maybe picking up your child from school. That's a big deal for them. That's the way they kind of show their love and affection, and we need to praise them for that.
Exactly. And I personally happen to prefer that. If they can do something that's going to make my life easier, then I would prefer that than some flowers that are just going to sit there and look pretty that I'm out all day anyway, I'm not going to see.
Okay, so really understand how your mate gives. I like that one. Now, last but not least, you say do not compare your relationship to others.
This is so true. It seems that it's been my experience, the people that get the women that get the best gifts on Valentine's Day have the worst relationships.
Well, you kind of have to wonder, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if you have a great relationship, then there is a great mutual exchange every day, and it's not on one day.
Right. So, what I kind of gathered from this is that Valentine's Day is not necessarily about materialistic things. It's about showing your love for each other.
Exactly, and appreciation.
Right, appreciation. Okay, so my husband out there, you hear that? Appreciation. Dishes, maybe, do some laundry. I'm just kidding. He does great stuff. But Leah, some good stuff there. And thank you for joining us on this topic. But I want to share with you some of our Facebook comments because we posted it on our Facebook. Valentine's Day can sometimes cause more strain on a relationship because of expectations and disappointment. So we asked, what do you and your mate do? So we got some great responses. I love this one. Kendall says, VNSA book sale. That's our yearly date. I love that. That's a great, see, again, that's a beautiful thing. You're doing something together, spending time.
Exactly.
So beautiful. And then we also have Beth that says, I think people look too much into Valentine's Day. It's a day of love, not gifts. My husband and I spend the evening with our kids and go out to dinner with them. So to me, it means more than any gift. So, Leah, some good stuff there. And thank you for commenting on our Facebook page. You can always find us on Smart Family 15, Connie.